first inductee this evening into the Arts and Culture Hall of Fame is Jalal Barzanji. Since he arrived in Canada as a United Nations-sponsored refugee, Jalal Barzanji has become known not only for his extraordinary talents as a poet, as an essayist, and champion of freedom of speech for all writers, but also as a tireless community worker who has made an impact on our city. He was born in Kurdistan. Jalal was working as a journalist, as a poet, and as a cultural worker in northern Iraq. This was during the regime of Saddam Hussein. He was imprisoned and he was tortured for 2 years for his political beliefs. After fleeing Iraq, he applied for permanent residency in Canada and he arrived in Edmonton with his family in 1998. During this time of transition, as you can imagine, it would have been tumultuous. Jalal was, and he remains, a very active writer, a reader, a presenter. Jalal joined the Edmonton Stroll of Poets in 2001 and the Writers Guild of Alberta and PEN Canada in 2007. That same year, he was named the first international Edmonton PEN Writer in Exile, and during his term, he worked as a writing coach and mentor from his offices at the Edmonton Public Library and the University of Alberta. During part of the following year, he was writer in residence at the Burton House in Dawson City. Jalal's literary memoir, The Man in Blue Pajamas, was translated from Kurdish into English, and it was published by the University of Alberta Press to absolutely rave reviews. It received several honors, including the Alberta Book Award's Lois Hole Award for editorial excellence. It was also honored by a year of reading the world. The University of Alberta Press recently published Trying Again to Stop Time, a translated selection from Jalal's 7 Kurdish books of poetry. Just 2 years after his arrival, Jalal founded the Canadian Kurdish Friendship Association in order to help other newcomers integrate into the community. And he personally worked with youth, had been involved in gangs. He mobilized Kurdish seniors to support each other, and he mentored many young leaders in Edmonton's Kurdish community. He's also been deeply involved with the Multicultural Health Brokers Cooperative as a community worker and advocate. Jalal is well known in Edmonton's multicultural community for his quiet yet powerful visionary leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you could turn your attention to the screen.
Iraqi warplane bombed the village and burned it down, and we flew to the city called Hawler. Now it's the capital of Kurdistan. And in Hawler I attended school.